Welcome to episode number 72. This is the Learn Flute podcast, and I'm Rebecca Fuller. Today we're going to talk about an eye-opening discovery I make while teaching flute lessons. Sound intriguing? Great. I'll tell you all about it. Let's get started.
You can do it, and Rebecca will show you how, step by step all along the way. Introducing the Learn Flute podcast.
Hello again. It's nice to have you here today. The Learn Flute podcast has been going on for 72 episodes already. Now, each week I take notes while I'm teaching and keep a running list of things that I think would be interesting to talk about with you on an audio lesson. Now, I get a chance to put a lot of content out here and on the website, learnfluteonline.com. It's a perfect, safe place for you all to come and learn how to play the flute in an easy-to-understand sequential order. Success is yours for the taking. Now, let's get started on a new subject today, which is, like I said, definitely eye-opening. This week, I was reminded of something as I was teaching here in the studio. Now, this happens at least a couple of times per year for me as a teacher, and I think you'll find it interesting. Since you're an online learner, you'll want to listen closely so that you can be both the student and the teacher. I have students of all ages here in my studio and online as well, and I get the privilege of watching many people learn to play and also to read music. Now, the one thing I enjoy the most is really diving into what it'll take to help someone identify what will help take them to the next level. And when they seem to struggle in one capacity or another, I spring into action to point it out to them. It feels good. Now, today I'd like to shed a little more light on something that stops people from doing well at reading the music on the page. Now, many learners, especially if they aren't a 6-year-old anymore, have forgotten the process that it took to learn to read words fluently. Now, how long has it been since you yourself were a first grader? Or how long has it been since you helped a first grader get over that hump of taking the individual letters from separate sounds into words with actual meaning? I remember sitting for hours and hours, week after week, with my own children to make sure they became fluent readers. I knew as a parent that this is what springboards them into higher fluency on all levels of education. I was patient, kind, and entertaining during this process. Now, I don't think learning how to read music is any different than this. Nope. Now, think about it. Do you think it takes any less effort? And if you remember, first grade lasted a whole year and then was followed by second grade and third, etc., which, was about the same thing, but on a slightly higher level. Repetition is the key in learning to read, and music is the same. Now, I'm actually going to, again, open your eyes here to something I'd love to take a little space of thought today for you, because I've worked with so many who didn't know why reading was a bit of a struggle for them. The letters on the page are kind of squiggly, like alphabet letters, and individually shaped, so we get accustomed to quickly recognizing them. Now, I think seeing music on a staff line is a bit different. The staff stays the same. 5 lines moving perfectly parallel across the page with little black dots being only a millimeter apart in distance or less. They are all the same shape, and only the bottom of the stems of the notes are different. So what I'm getting here is that it's a bit more challenging. Those little black dots, they're all the same looking, especially if you have a bit of an eye problem. Now, most people would not know that they needed to even see an eye doctor until someone else points it out for them. Now, I get the privilege of pointing it out often for my students, and 100% of the time, I'm right. Those dots appear to bounce around on the staff line and just make it so hard to concentrate. It really is difficult to read music if you have one fuzzy eye and one clear, or even if both are out of focus. So I pride myself on helping students through life by getting them to the eye doctor and getting the correct prescription for seeing. And it's just one of those things. Now, if you think that youngsters are the only ones who face this issue, then sorry, you're wrong, because more adults have eye issues than younger children do, for sure. In my experience with reading music anyway. Now, what I like everyone within reach of this audio podcast to think about is, can I always read the sheet music, no matter the size and distance, without hesitation? Now, if I am hesitating on notes consistently, is it because I need more rote practice, repetition? Or is it possibly because my eyes cannot focus on the position of those little black dots quickly enough? Or is there a combination of both going on? Well, it's important to think about and know. Definitely important for your development and ease of learning for sure. Now, did you know that there's also Braille music for the visually impaired? When glasses aren't even going to help, there is another way to help you have a visual of what is going on in the world of sound. Kind of cool? Well, I think so. You should Google an image of Braille music. It's fascinating for sure. What challenges have you found in learning to read music? Any? Did you ever consider glasses or getting your eyes checked? Now, I've noticed when people have either a concentration or a visual issue, then they tend to get really, really close to that stand. And I mean really close. I try to joke with my students about the music stand having a need for personal space. They kind of get it then. Not only does it help you keep your posture correct, which helps a lot of technique and sound for flute playing, but it helps in reading the music as well. Now, if you cannot comfortably read the music from about 3 feet away, then you may want to consider getting your eyes checked. Well, enough for that for now. It's been another fabulous day for Learn Flute Online. Thanks for being here. I hope we'll be able to see you inside the members area soon, where you can take a lesson, learn, and enjoy. There are hundreds of flute lesson modules set in perfect learning order, just waiting for you to come and partake. Now, if you have any questions at all, feel free to email me from the contact page on learnfluteonline.com. You'll find that up in the menu bar. I'm always on the other end cheering you on. Well, until next time, I'm Rebecca Fuller signing off and reminding you that Learn Flute Online helps you quickly learn how to play the flute easily and beautifully. Bye now.
Thanks for listening today. Remember that this is where people of all ages, such as you, can come, learn, and play the musical instrument flute in an easy-to-follow, organized manner, and in the privacy and comfort of your own home, on your own schedule.